Is this the only electric guitar you'll ever need? Let's check it out. I just got my hands on this PRS SE custom Zebrawood, and I've heard about this brand's versatility for years, and I really wanted to see, could this replace all your other electric guitars? So today I thought I would battle this thing out with my Les Paul, with a Strat, and with a Hollowbody, and just see if it's possible to get all those tones from one guitar. First, let's get a rundown of this thing. Some of the pictures online can be deceiving, but this Zebrawood veneer is just absolutely beautiful. So try to get pictures of the actual instrument if you're buying one online, because there can be some pretty big variations between how it looks. But most of the ones I've seen have much more of this vintage sunburst here than some of the stock photos indicate. It really is a beautiful guitar. You've got 24 frets on a 25-inch scale length, so it's kind of between your 24.75 for a Les Paul and a 25.5 for a Strat, so it's kind of in between there. You've got a maple neck and top under this Zebrawood veneer here. You've got a mahogany back. You got a maple neck as well. The nut is just shy of 43 millimeters. So if you've got bigger hands, it is much more comfortable to play. The Strat is going to be a little bit smaller. It's more similar to a Les Paul in terms of playability there. You've got a 10-inch neck radius, which refers to how round the neck is here. This compares to a 9.5-inch on your Strat and a 12-inch on a Les Paul. The lower the number, the more round it is, and the easier it is to play chords. The flatter, the higher the number, the easier it is to play lead further up the neck. So the story goes, your shredding guitars will have much higher ones. You can even have a compound neck radius, but this one sits right in the middle at 10 inches, so it's a pretty good balance for both worlds. The rosewood fretboard has the characteristic birds in flight inlays, which is just beautiful. The tremolo can be configured standard or floating. I've got this one set up as a floating tremolo. The whammy bar is very easy to install. You just push it in, there's no threads, and it'll stay in place, which can be annoying if you've ever had one that keeps falling down, constantly searching for where is the whammy bar. The nut and the tuners were upgraded on this one, so I can't speak to the factory settings there, but this one does stay in tune very, very well. What I like about this thing the most is the pickups. Now these are the 8515S pickups, modeled after the classic, the original PRS pickups, which are themselves a close replica to your Gibson PAF pickups. They got their hands on some and tried to imitate it as best they could. And I'll tell you, this has the most similar tone to my Gibson 60s reissue Les Paul that I've ever played on any other guitar. I mean, and you can really tell it in the neck pickup here. You can really tell it in the neck pickup because it has just a brighter tone. On the cheaper guitars, you can really get some, they call them mudbuckers instead of humbuckers, because they're just so muddy, and it's like, what are you playing? What is here? What is it? What is that chord? It just all gets kind of mushy and mixed together. But this is not that way. This has definition. It has some sparkle to it, much like my Gibson. So that's where this really excels. If you lean towards Gibsons, this will fit the ticket. This will get the job done. and you get the added bonus of the tremolo. Now where it adds some versatility is in that you got this push-pull switch here. So you just pull this up and that splits the coils. So it's not a true single coil sound, but it's very close. I've had other guitars. I've had a Yamaha that had the coil splitter, and really it was just a drop in volume, and it didn't really sound like a true single coil. Not even close, really. It just cut the volume. This gets a lot closer than that does. So you can really mimic a lot of those tones. We're going to check those out here in just a minute, and you can see for yourself how it matches. Enough talk. Let's see how this thing sounds compared to the real deal. Can this replace all your other guitars? I would say yes, absolutely. It's incredibly versatile, and it gets really close to a bunch of those tones. Now, the one thing where it doesn't get close is if you like the fourth position on a Strat. You really can't get that out of here, because that comes from having 3 pickups, and the fourth position would be, you just got a 3-way switch here. The fourth position would be your middle one and your neck pickup. This doesn't have that, unfortunately. It just has 2 pickups here. So that sound is really unique to the Strat. So if you love that sound, this isn't going to fit the bill. But everything else, it does it. It's incredible how it's able to make all those tones from this one instrument with just a few turns of the knobs and switching the blade there. It's really phenomenal. This is my new number one. I enjoy this right now even more than my Gibson. Come talk to me in 5 years and we'll see how my opinion stands up there. But it's very easy to play. They call it a wide, thin neck. You can just fly on it, and the tone is just brilliant. So check one of these things out if you get a chance. The Zebrawood is to die for. Absolutely love it. If you've watched the video to this point, thanks. Leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions about this particular guitar or my setup or anything else, leave me a comment. I'll be glad to get back with you. Have fun. Keep playing.